3 months ago, Russian-backed regime forces launched a ground operation in northern Syria. The opposition launched a counterattack, effectively stopping the advance. But what followed was more than 90 days of bombardment from the regime and its Russian ally, which civilians say left them abandoned.
You, in this Security Council, have ignored all the previous pleas you have heard. You know what is happening, and you have done nothing for 90 days as the carnage continues in front of your eyes. Are you again going to shrug your shoulders, as Michelle Bachelet said, or are you going to listen to the children of Idlib and do something about it?
On Thursday night, following the first day of the 13th round of Astana talks, the Assad regime announced on its state TV channel a conditional ceasefire, which called on opposition forces to withdraw 20 kilometers away from the front lines and pull out all heavy weapons. But members of the opposition delegation in the Kazakh capital Nur-Sultan say the regime's offer is an admission of guilt.
When the regime is acting like he's offering a ceasefire, actually this should be done, we should have achieved this a long time ago. And by the regime saying that we are offering a ceasefire, he is admitting that he has violated the most important conditions in the Sochi referendum.
Last September in Sochi, Russia and Turkey agreed to establish a demilitarized zone to prevent a regime offensive and stop airstrikes on Idlib province. But the agreement has since failed to stop these latest attacks. And Middle East security expert Serhat Erkmen says the regime could be using this ceasefire to its benefit.
Unknown pro-regime sources declared several times this kind of ceasefires before. However, the regime side used these ceasefires to regroup and to redeploy its troops to the ground and start another attack to opposition sides. If the ceasefire will be supported by Astana countries, the countries which are guarantors in Astana, then it could have an effect on the civilian people and on the normal life in Idlib.
Rights groups say there were no airstrikes on the first day of the ceasefire. But civilians in Idlib say they don't think the attacks will stop.
The regime is not trustworthy. We have no confidence in it, because more than once it has broken a truce. We can't trust the regime or Russians.
For now, a much-anticipated calm has landed over Idlib. But the death and destruction left behind by weeks of Russian-backed regime attacks will be difficult for the people of Idlib to forget. Obaida Hitto, TRT World, Idlib, Syria.